We back with another video. We just made Naomi really mad at us because I just wanted her to, well, she was doing something stupid and I just told her not to do it. But now she's mad. It makes me sad. But Gavin says we'll handle it after the opening, so here we are. Behold, gamers, I give you Storm Station. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Storm Stations. Behold, I give you... That was so stupid. I'm very sorry. They don't care. They want to play. Wow, we actually made a good crowd. Is that a good crowd? Who knows? I don't even have time to finish one line of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills through the door and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with the sounds of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Wow, that's really loud. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks want to just get to gaming, who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decided to move into phase 2, meet and greets around the arcade. I walked the arcade like I did in my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although, I could probably track down Naomi too, assuming she wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. Storm Station is my domain, open to my exploration. Where should I visit first? Naomi. Most of the time, I'm drawn to Showtime's stage because of the flashing lights. And the hit beats, not because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working to fix it. Seeing the whole thing without tunes synced to its flashy lighting rig going is kind of depressing, and listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way. This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Ooh. Fortunately, Teo is proving surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. You may need to reimagine the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where we can get a replacement copy of the files if needed. This is the third release version of Showtime Stage software, right? They're easier to come by than the more modern fourth version, oddly enough. The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping, and if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I'd have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there were just so many games to get up and running, and I must have missed this ticking time bomb of a hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time. Hey, Naomi, listen about earlier. I'm scared. Yeah, no, A, I'm still cross with you about that, and B, I've got other more immediate problems. Right, we'll talk later then. She's not wrong. This is definitely an immediate problem. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves bring the crowd in. Getting it working for opening day is a priority. Teo, do you know any sources for Showtime Stage? Hard drives? Can we pull a hard drive from a different game? A different game to replace? Teo, do you have any... If you know where we can get the files discreetly, what about the physical drive? Teo, do you know where we could, pilfer one? As a Showtime Stage community manager, of course, I cannot advocate third-party mods in official Showtime Stage hardware. But I could probably hook you up with a few friends in town who develop their own homebrew replacement hardware. I think it's interesting that we still, build our friendships with people, even though we're with Naomi. She's so mad at me. Look at her. But I can wrangle up something that'll just keep us rolling for a few days while Naomi orders a true replacement part from a corporate HQ in Japan. That'd work, I bet. I could doctor it to look official, too, just in case. I'll make some calls, you can count on me. We'll have this running in an hour or two. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll get our stage back in working order. Good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems aside from this. Who are you? Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious about what's going on. I could swear I've seen this guy before. Maybe in a crowd or something. Hey, is Showtime Stage really hosed? For now, yes, but we'll have to fix it as soon as we can. Oh man, I wanted to get my groove on. That's a bummer. I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get you a replacement super cheap. Or any game you want, anything, as long as you know. Don't ask too many questions. Thanks for your generous office, but we're fine. I have a feeling I'd be asking lots of questions. By super cheap, do you mean... No reason to be mean or to lampshade what likely meant as an open invitation to do some crimes. I'm happy to see your enthusiasm for Storm Station, but I think we can handle it. Sorry you can't play your favorite game right now, but it'll be fixed soon. The gamer shrugs it off, not to offend. School's. Just figured I'd offer. I dig this place, it's got a little bit of everything I feel like. I'll just come back later to wow all the ladies with my hat style. Later. That was odd. But as he fades back into the crowd, I decide to move on. Where should I visit next? We can go to Queen Bee. Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Oh, I'm excited what the mascot's gonna be. She's a magical girl. Wow, wow. She's been keeping it a total surprise from all of us. Working a secret on it. Impressive stuff. It seems to have attracted the attention of a brand new customer at least. Hey look kid, a real life in the wild newbie. Welcome to Storm Station. We're so happy to have you join us for opening day. Thank you. Child, yes, you young one, tell Z here what you told us. That I've, never used a joystick before in my life. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you? I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff. That's all. I hate that. That is hurting me. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out. Never, not even once played on a joystick. Can you believe it? I can't. Yes, we've all been there. No point in faulting them for it now. No, we are faulting him. Tom, but that's just too cute. To be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all. Storm Station is the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Wanna go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly offers. Tries to offer something else, man. She just wanted to school a noob. Or you can join me for a round or two of TMNT. Nothing like a friendly cooperative brawler game to ease you into things. Best way to learn is to just jump. Why did I make her have a high voice? She's a deep voice, girl. Best way to learn is to just jump head first into the deep end. I say, no regrets, just mashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from, right at your fingertips. I'm assuming it's toxic like League. But turtles who are ninjas. I agree with Ashley. Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in headlights, stuck in the crossfire. You want hot arcade action? Queen Bee's right. You want some friendly fun? Ashley is right. Why not play something simple? Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick. Endless fun. Ashley wants to show our new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters. I mean, she's not wrong. Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell-shocked. Okay, sure, lead the way. And then we seem happy with the decision, even if it's just because they get to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Oh, fuck, I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. Oh my god, I can't read. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK. I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Okay, I'm going back to beating the crap out of fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You earned this day, through your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you get the idea. Time for me to move on. Wow, we get to do all of them for once. Wow. One thing about being half bar, half arcade is having a pleasant place to relax and get some drinks between games, for staff and gamers alike. It's here that I find Percy and Gavin having some coffee, avoiding the chaos of the gaming area. Tanked? Completely tanked. I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for, of course, when my siblings snatch up technology company. It's a pump and dump, in essence. They stir up excitement in the acquisition, then drop it once it gets cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long. Thanks to their short attention spans, I'm glad I could have saved you the heartache. No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid a pothole on the road of finance, yes. All the better for the charities, who will eventually pop it from my own loss. Oh my god, that's so sad, but so nice. I approached him in what seems to be a natural lull in the conversation, although talk of finance is in itself quite a downer. So, stock market talk? Stonks? I'd like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade, get all that bother over with so I can focus on movie. After we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Z, just 2 overly serious gentlemen talking about finance. That's fine. I'm adulting at 100%, 10% efficiency today. Having started a new business myself, I should probably learn about how, like, money works. You know, true. Oh, what would you like to know about? Investments, how do I plan for the arcade's future? Expenses, I want to throw a kick-ass party tonight to celebrate. I like to invest in our future, think long term, you know, surviving for many years to come rather than jumping at the easiest profit I can. Any tips? A fine view to take. My own investments are perfectly long term. Yes, I make moment-to-moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually, and I've hired a phalanx of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next 30 years. Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio, give you some ideas for how to build up the nest egg for Storm Station? I'd be honored. I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two sink deeper and deeper into conversation about currency exchange, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day, and I need to reserve some for later. Are we gonna confront Naomi now? It's then that I notice raised voices at the end of the bar. Oh. It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they are talking a bit louder than others. Miss, I've run your credit card twice and it was declined twice. Run it again, I'm telling you, it was working just fine earlier. I got tokens using it. See these tokens? Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further improve my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Was she at the Darko Palace? Have we met before? Oh, right. I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here. Hey, good to see you. Love what you've got done with this place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issue, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I got it. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I'd really prefer to use the card. Sure, we'll try to run your card one more time. You know what? It's on the house with our things. Kind of strange how our card isn't working. Not sure. I want to really go too far with this. Better to trust the machine's design to verify the transaction instead. I'll stick to the standard policy on this one. Let's try the card again. I'm sure it was just a momentary outage. Okay. She fidgets a bit, checking her smartwatch briefly. We're passing the card over to be tested again. With a shrug, our employee passes it through the portable card reader again, and this time it beeps to indicate success. See? No problem at all. Hey, thanks for your help. Big thanks. I'm really looking forward to playing these games. I can't believe how much sweet retro stuff you have. Happy to help. Guess it really was just a momentary outage. With that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? Where I continue my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific. What? Okay, what am I pretending not to be looking for? Mrs. Jennifer Defame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her review. The first day there's a critic? Her reviews could make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she's made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of Storm Station. Okay, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's the redhead near the entrance with the handbag. Best of luck. I easily spot her thanks to Gavin's cues. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day at the Funplex, I'd say we're off to a great start. And I'm sure this reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance. You! I remember you! Oh no. Who is she? I don't remember. Oh no. She has a different art style than everyone, doesn't she? My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable... Oh, wait, it's that bitch. Had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You just stood there and let that horrible woman say terrible things about me. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it down to ashes and build a new arcade on those ashes 100 years from now after this blows over. Or I can try to defend myself. She holds up a hand to stop me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run an arcade, and would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and to walk away immediately, I'm unfortunately committed by ethical standards to stay and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. You know, I respect that. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional, even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of. In my view, understood? Even if I want to go on a tirade, Archie were out, I've got to think of the arcade. This isn't some rando angry parent, not this time. It feels like chewing ground glass, but I need to swallow my pride on this. Understood? Excellent. What I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention pointedly. My neighbors likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty of any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you were then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Not only does she hate us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to defense of what we've built here without antagonizing her further. I may need to talk with Gavin about how to save Storm Station from an inevitable negative review. And we're gonna end it here. We'll see how this goes. I still need to make up with Naomi, but see you guys next time. Bye.